Today we're going to talk about the 4 powerful codes that you need to uplevel your business. And so if you're here, I'd love to know. I can see some faces that I do know, so welcome, welcome. And if you don't know me and you're meeting me for the first time, please pop in where you're from and what time it is there, what the weather's like there. I'm in Sydney and it is a bit of a drizzly grey afternoon. So let me know what's going on for you, where you're from. And then I want to jump in and actually share with you some of this knowledge I have around the energetics of business. So I love interaction. So please share any questions or thoughts that you have as we go along. I work with energy, so the more interaction I have, the more energy that flows through me to you. So please don't feel frightened to jump in with a, hashtag agreeing, hashtag nodding, hashtag oh my God, this is me, so that I can actually incorporate that into the energetic process that we're going to do later on in the session. So I've got some content and I'm going to probably speed through the content so that we can get to the energetic part. So I would like you just to absorb for now, and if you want to go down and write lots and lots of notes, come back on the replay and watch the notes. So just the first time round, just absorb what I'm saying, because a lot of my work is through the transmission, through my words. So please feel free to come back and write lots of notes later. So today we're going to talk about what is a conscious business and why it's important that you interact with your business in this way and how it can support you. Then we're going to jump into the 4 powerful codes. Then we're going to do a transformational process, an alignment process, and then hopefully I'll have some time at the end to do some questions and interaction with you if you would like some more help. So let me just have a sip of water. Put some water beside you too, if you can. When you do energy work, you need lots of hydration. So I want you to have 2 takeaways from this session. The first takeaway is that your business is far more expansive than you could have ever imagined, and that it's there to support you. And the second one is, I would like you to have some clarity about where you may be out of alignment with your business and where these codes aren't quite switched on enough. So they're the 2 takeaways I want you to have. So at the end of it, I'll be checking in to see that you all know exactly where you're at with this. So about me, those who don't know me, I am a wife and mother of 3 grown-up children, and I spent most of my adult life, 30 years or so, working in the accounting area, in numbers, and hanging around small businesses. And then 10 years ago, actually over 10 years ago, I then connected to energy work. And so today I combine the 2 of those things together to do business energetics and soul mentoring. So I love the ocean. I love my children. I love a cup of tea and reading a book. And I'm so delighted to be a grandmother. So that's all you need to know about me. Anything else you can go and research on my website. So let's jump in and find out more about you. I would love to know, if you were to wave a magic wand, what is it that you would like to amplify, shift, or change about your business? So if you can pop into the comments there, I would love to know that. So just going to say a few highs. Thank you, Linda, Maya, Tash, Anastasia, Fiona. I had a bit of a hiccup coming into this, so so great to see you all here now. And so we have some people from Australia. I think you're all mostly from Australia. At this time slot, it would be the most appropriate time for Australians. So yeah, so jump in and let me know if there's any part of your business that you would like to shift, change, amplify, fix, and then we'll be able to see whether this is coming in through one of these codes that is not quite activated. Hi Daisy, lovely to see you. Thank you for all the beautiful support. So Fiona says, the main thing I need to do is shift your procrastination. very good at procrastinating, or I was doing lots and lots of procrastinating myself. So I know that one. All right, so just continue popping in your thoughts as I jump in, because as I said, there's quite a bit of content to get through. So why do I think this is important? And why do I want to share this with you? I think these codes and the energetics of business are the missing link in most of our practices. So we have a strategist for marketing, we have branding strategy, we have social media strategy, marketing strategies, business plans. But what we don't often have is insights into the energetics of a business. And so I think this is incredibly important, and why I want to talk about these codes is because when we get stuck and things aren't shifting and the business isn't turning out the way we want it to, there is often an energetic component to it that we don't know about. So I'm here to bridge that gap and to really highlight and illuminate what's going on in your business and in you and the relationship, so that you can actually get the energy flowing and have more ease and grace in your business. So don't get me wrong, you can actually run a business successfully without knowing all of this, but you may find it's more of a hard work and effort model, and often burnout can come in there. So there's a few more people, procrastination, yes, freeze and overwhelm, more clients, so some more reach, and yeah, there's the struggle, financial struggle, yeah. So there's some other things you'd like to fix, so that's good. So hopefully we're going to get to that. So with the business energetics, what I want you to know is that when you don't know about the energetics, it's like, and I'm going to use this analogy, even though I'm not a rock climber, of a rock climber climbing up a wall. And you know how they sort of, they have the handholds and the footholds and they're climbing up. And they also have a rope and a harness that is belayed, I think is the word, to someone below who is monitoring them. And if they fall, they put the brakes on. Well, when we don't have these codes activated, it's like we have not just one rope putting the brakes on, but several ropes putting the brakes on. So the poor person is trying to climb up this rock wall with all of this resistance. And that's the struggle it feels like. Like it really does feel like effort and struggle. And so having these codes activated and having the awareness around this is going to loosen up those ropes so that you can climb the wall, so that you can ascend and actually reach your highest potential with your business. As an Akashic record reader, I really tap into different levels and possibilities of your life and of your business. So a business has its own Akashic records. So what we're aiming for is for both your business and you to meet at the highest potential timeline. And so that is why I'm calling this your multidimensional business, and that we're going to tap into that. So I just touched on this, that your business has its own energy body. It is an entity. It has its own consciousness, and it has the ability to form relationships with you, with other people, with anyone, your clients, with suppliers, etc., etc., etc. It has its own energy imprint and body. And what I have discovered is, in its purest form, your business entity and energy is far more expansive than you realize. It is far wiser, and it has the capacity to really support you in ways that you have never even imagined. So I will admit, in the beginning, I used to think that a business that didn't have much transactions going through it didn't have much energy. And I've since discovered, after doing more and more and more work and readings around this with people and clients, is that the business has its own soul, its own mission, and what it has done is, it's like consciousness not in form, and what it does is find you, a physical body in form, to connect with. And so it chooses you for your unique gifts. And that is what we are hoping to tap into today, to get that information around what is missing or what is out of alignment. So I find that really fascinating. And when we unlock these codes what happens is it's like those Mario Kart games. I'm going to do another analogy here, where you go on one level, and then once you complete that level, some more worlds open or some more maps open. And it's a bit like this: as we unlock one code after the other, even if one code gets unlocked, it opens up the new worlds. So in business terms, it's going to open up new possibilities, new reach, new expansion. And when you get all four unlocked, you are exponentially opening up many, many roads and worlds and possibilities. And this is the ascension process to really tap into this highest timeline. So I know that this kind of a bit of a wow and unusual information for some who haven't heard me talk about this before. So just absorb that, and then just come back to this and just see what rings true for you. And we're going to connect in with your business very shortly, so you'll get to experience that. So to tap into that timeline, to tap into that quantum business, it really is going to take some radical courage. And I think that's where the sacred rebel comes in. You know, that courageous part of you that knows there's more for you to give. And between you and your business, you're going to bring through very, very needed information. And it's going to take courage to really go against the norm and to unplug from the matrix for this to happen. So that's what I'm here for, to support you on that journey. So the 4 powerful codes are these. As I said, I'm going to race through some of this so we get to the good stuff. The money codes, connection codes, visibility codes, and communication codes. So these are the 4 main ones that we're going to work on. If you can unlock these, then you're on your way. So let's start with the money codes. The money codes is the financial foundations, and it's very foundational for your business. If you do not have a good relationship with money, you're going to struggle with the other components because they do interrelate. And if there is a block, then you're going to impact your visibility, your confidence, all of those sorts of things. The money codes are really, the theme for the money codes is security and freedom. They're the key words. It underpins all of your feelings of safety and security. So this is what it looks like when your money codes are not activated. And I'd love you just to absorb this, to feel into this, and then just write in the comments if any of these resonate with you. So you may find, I'm going to just read my notes occasionally. So if it's not activated, you're going to have inconsistent income. So you'll have famine or feast. You may also plateau with your income. So it might be that you keep reaching an upper limit and not going past it, or you may just have this limit of just surviving, just earning enough to pay your bills, or it could actually be even worse. But there's this plateau feeling that you never get past or struggle to get past. You may have money leaks where you don't chase up payments, may not even issue invoices. You don't perhaps pay your bills on time. You may not negotiate prices for supplies. You may find yourself discounting with your customers to get a quick sale. And you may find that you have time blowouts. So they're money leaks. You may struggle to charge enough for your value, and you may struggle even setting prices. Money may seem to disappear. You may struggle to hold on to it. You might get the money in and then struggle to hold on to it, like a big bill might come or something like that. And or you might hoard the money. You may feel that you need to hold on to it for a rainy day, and it's like a safety net. And you may even find that that safety net grows even as you earn more income. That feeling of having a safety net doesn't grow, and that's one that I really resonated with. I kept upping how much bank balance I needed in my bank to feel comfortable. When you don't have these money codes unlocked, it's really financially driven. Everything you do is financially driven and not focused on your clients so much. It's like focused about getting more clients, getting more money. It's this sort of grabby kind of energy that centers around scarcity. And there's that fear of survival. There's this real hypervigilance about working so hard so you can survive. And then you don't share your money worries. There's this other feeling that comes along, which says that there's this shame around money. Even if you're earning a lot of money, you may have shame around sharing that information for being, to up yourself or something like that. And if you're not earning enough, you may feel shame about not earning enough. And you may not feel supported by money, or supported by the universe, supported by your clients and your friends and family. So that's what it looks like. That, I had a much longer list. I've sort of condensed it to about 10 points there. So let me know if any of those resonate with you, because this will give you an indication if there's something for you to look at and unlock in the money codes. So just pop in any of those that resonate with you. And while you do that, I'm going to share what it looks like when it's activated. So if your money codes are fully activated, this is what it'll look like. You'll be client focused, service orientated instead of financially driven. You will have higher sustainable income, consistent cash flow. You may have passive income. You'll choose pricing according with the transformational value of your work and not what you think clients will pay, and your clients will happily pay that amount. You'll have freedom of empowered choice. It won't be based on how much money you have in the bank. You'll make the choices that are right for you. You'll receive more opportunities as you're not being blocked or limited by the fear and scarcity. Expansion is more possible for you. Your energy will be more grounded, and there'll be this feeling of safety and security. And you'll feel supported, and you'll be able to ask for support. You'll be able to delegate what doesn't bring you joy. And you will also feel more energized, and you'll be able to pivot more quickly because you won't have the money holding you back. So that's what it's going to look like if it's activated. So beautiful. Fiona says some of them, but they come and go. So you feel like they're shifting now to be activated. Awesome. And Maya says feast or famine. That's a good one, feast or famine. All right. So we're going to jump in now to connection codes. The other thing I didn't mention is two of the codes, money and connection codes, are more of an inner kind of work. And the next two codes, other two codes are more of an external work. So they might feel like I'm saying the same thing, but one's more of an inner shift and one's more outer representation. So the money codes and connection codes, the next one, is more of an inner thing. So connection codes is all about the essence of the business. It's how your business feels, how clients connect to you, and that relatability to your clients. It's about the values of the business, and it's the life force and the power hub of your business. And this is why this code is very essential for magnetism for your business, to attract clients. And the emotional connection. It's also where your ideas are created. And the words for this code are trust and clarity. So this is very much about, do you trust yourself? Do you trust your business? And do you have clarity? So if those two words really resonate with this code. So once again, just tuning in and listening to whether this is activated within you, whether any of these ring a bell. If it's not activated, it will be more like a hard work and effort model to draw in leads and clients. You'll be disconnected from your intuition, and you may find yourself following other coaches' models instead of your own because you don't trust. They don't trust yourself. It'll be where you make decisions from a place of disempowerment or shadow. And there will be lack of trust in your ideas, and you may tend to talk them out all the time. You may attract needy or clients that are just not bringing you joy. They drain you. You may have rigidity in your ideas, and you may have trouble letting go of a client or a project instead of just really trusting what's right for you. So there's the trusting again. And here's a big one. You may be disconnected from your why and your vision. And if you are disconnected from your why or vision, you will have struggle in finding clarity around your niche and creating content that is the right kind of content to draw in your niche. You may also find yourself creating a whole lot of different modalities, different offerings in order to to sort of catch all instead of just really focusing on what you want to do. And you also may find that you're a bit bored in your business and that your offerings are a bit stale. You may find yourself struggling to build a community, and the boundaries here are all around sort of relationship boundaries. So you may find yourself in codependent situations because you want to be liked, or something like that. So that's where the leakage is here. So let me know if any of those resonate with you. And then I'm just going to jump in and share with you what it's like if this is fully activated. So you will have this kind of clarity around who you are serving. You'll have clarity around the direction that you're taking your clients, and you'll have the ability to create aligned and magnetic offerings. You'll connect easily to your soul contract client, and you will create content that is relatable, vulnerable, and valuable, and it will be with ease. You'll also be able to go and make decisions quickly using your intuition. Like, you'll have your own internal GPS that just says yes, no. And you'll be able to take ideas quickly from creation to implementation. So there won't be that procrastination going on because you'll be operating from the magic zone. The other thing I like to say here is that you'll be working in time rather than outside of time. So there'll be less stress and more balance. And in time is more along the lines of being in the moment and just trusting what's going on and not stressing about the future. So let me know if any of those ones resonate with you. Do you have clarity and trust in your business? So I'm just going to check the messages again. Okay. Beautiful. Ditch the procrastination. I know, it's a big one. And I think procrastination is going to come up in the next one quite a bit for a lot of you. It probably will resonate here. But procrastination also comes into not having the clarity, right? Once you've got the clarity, you've got the direction, you know what you're doing, and all your strategies will fall into place. And that will come into the final one. You'll see the link between that and what happens when you don't have that clarity. So visibility codes is the next one. And this is an external one. This is where we start to take what we've got internally working, and we're going to externally be visible to the world. So this is the business is going to be visible to the world. So the visibility codes are all about the external confidence, how you are seen by the world, how you show up in the world. So this is like branding and positioning in the market. And it's about, your expertise. And it's about shining your light and being that lighthouse, like being this consistent light where people know what you do, how you do it, and how to connect with you. Like, how are you showing up in the world like that? And so the words for this one is expertise and confidence. And so what happens when this one's not activated is where a lot of the, what I find a lot of people have blocks here. Money blocks and visibility blocks are two of the favorite ones. So you may feel that you're invisible, engagement may be low, and your marketing or non-existent. You may have no engagement at all. This is the home of the imposter syndrome, the home of not enough and the crippling self-doubt cycles, right? This is the home of procrastination, where what's going on in the previous code is now impacting your ability to be visible. So you could find yourself missing deadlines, not delivering what you promised, not completing tasks, and not able to delegate or hear feedback that could potentially improve your business. Comparison jumps in here, judging yourself and others, self-doubt and procrastination will come into play here. You may even have fear of copycats or fear of people seeing your content, so you hold back energetically. Body image issues, not being connected to your body, come up here. It's very important to be very in your body to create and to be in the creation process. And if that hasn't happened, then you will use that disconnect to not be seen in this code, right? So you don't take up your personal space, you don't be visible, and you don't energetically draw in and attract. Self-sabotage comes in here. So you may pull a plug, you may say you're going to do something and then don't do it. You keep pulling the plug at the last minute. Inconsistent marketing, the frequency or the messaging will show up here. And you won't, the feeling of not feeling worthy of success will impact this. You'll either over deliver, work harder, and work harder to justify your success, right? Because you don't feel worthy of success, so you have to work harder to prove it. The busy bee hides out here. So you may keep hiding behind busyness, like I have to reshift my branding, change my website, completely reinventing the wheel is something that will go on here. You'll be busy, but it won't be constructive busyness, or it look constructive on one level, but it's not helping your visibility. And you may find yourself using outdated patriarchal masculine models to market and promote instead of really doing something that's aligned. And so you start doing things that you're trying to be someone you're not here, right? It's like you're playing a role instead of really intuitive coming through. So yeah, disconnection from your body is really important to heal so that you can really call in what is your money and your clients to that magnetism. So that's a good one to really look into and have awareness of. Hi Fiona, yep, okay, beautiful. Let me know on the replay how you found it. So do any of those jump out? I know the procrastination and saboteur are going to jump out for those of you who've already mentioned it. So when this is activated, you're going to have clear branding that reflects your business values and message. You're going to have consistency in aligned marketing, and you're going to have strong engagement from your soul client who sees what you have to offer and then feels really connected and will pay and will be a hell yes every time you put something up. You'll be seen as the expert in your field, and people will know where you are, what you do, and how to find you. And you'll feel more energized as you're no longer trying to hold back energy or pretend to be someone you're not. There'll be more joy and fun in your marketing, and you'll do this in a way that lights you up instead of draining you. You'll be more efficient as your marketing and promotions can be used strategically to take your business in a clear direction, and you'll feel more connected. Clients are likely to follow you, as I said, and be a hell yes for all of your offerings. So wouldn't that be lovely? So that's what the gain is of being activated in your visibility codes. The last and final of the four is communication codes. Like I said, I'm racing through this. Communication codes are all about that external expression of your business. And so truth and authenticity are very, very the good flavor words for this one. So when you're not activated in this chakra, in this code, you'll have disconnected messaging. It'll blend in as white noise. And it will be, your why will not be clear. It'll be confused messaging. There'll be an emotional disconnect. So what you find that happens is there's a fear of authenticity, and so you start to kind of change your messaging so it just looks beautiful and perfect, but it has no emotional connect. So there'll be a disconnect. A fear of public speaking obviously comes in here. And you may not be clear on your delivery, like how are you presenting this? What's your delivery model? Is it one-to-one, mastermind group? You won't make the sale or even make an offer. This is very much a code where you may not be great on the detail. All right, you probably just might want to stick in big picture and avoid detail, which will lead to communication breakdowns, especially with customer relations and follow-up. Poor time and management skills come into this code, and not able to speak the truth and not being authentic. So you won't post consistently. There'll be fear because there's no clarity around what you're doing, and you may do lots of posting, but because you haven't hooked into the strategy and the detail of the process of what you're trying to achieve, there'll be lots of talking, but it won't lead anywhere. So the customer won't know where to go with it, and you won't be creating and making the sales. So does anyone feel that they resonate with any of the communication code non-activated symptoms? Let me know. And while you do that, I'll tell you what it looks like when they are activated. You will have a clear sales process. There will be a clear marketing strategy. You will deliver high quality, engaging content. You'll have a clear customer journey, and you'll have beautiful processes and procedures in place. And you will have a happy customer who's willing to pay and on time. So that is the 4 codes in a nutshell. And so what I want to do now is take you on a bit of an experiential journey to go into the codes. And even though you've kind of resonated with some of them, I'm going to take you a bit deeper, and we're going to do a couple of releases around them. And then I'm going to share with you what is the quantum leap to get from the unactivated to the activated. So just making yourself comfortable. Obviously, if you're driving, you won't be able to do this one, but you can watch it on replay. So I want you to get really clear through this experience, this process, where you may be out of alignment. Okay, so that you can walk away and know what steps you need to go to improve your ability to connect with your business and be fully activated in your power. So let's take a few deep breaths. And I'm just going to center. And I want you to follow the breath into your body. And just let your mind rest for the moment. As I said, you can go back and catch up on the content later. This is the important part. And so what I'm going to do is ask a series of questions through each of the codes. And then you're going to just check in. Does it resonate? Doesn't it resonate? And then we're going to do some releases. And if you didn't feel very strongly that you resonated, that's okay. You don't have to do the release. But you may find that you have just like 1% of that. And as a collective, as a group, whatever releases come up, because I'm just going to intuit this, it is for the group collective. So you can release it on behalf of the group. And how we release is breathing in and just letting it go. And if you're feeling it somewhere in a particular part of your body, I may direct you to a certain part. But if you're feeling it in a certain part, just breathe out of that area of your body. And so let's just drop into the money codes. And so the money codes are very foundational. So I want you just to drop deep into your body to the base of your spine. And I just want you to think about money. I'm going to say the word money, money, heaps of money, lots of money. What does it sound like to you when I say the word money? Do you cringe? Do you feel uncomfortable? Or do you feel happy and joyful? What is your relationship to money? Does money disappoint you? Is money a struggle? Is it a bit elusive? Sometimes you're friends and sometimes you're not. Sometimes it's a feast and sometimes it's a famine. How does money connect to you? What's your relationship like? Do you attract the right client that pays you? Or do you struggle to get payments from clients? Do you struggle to create pricing that you feel valued by? Do you struggle to charge what you're worth? Are you financially driven because you feel hypervigilant around feeling safe? So we're going to do a few releases now. So just say after me. I now release any programming or conditioning I have around money. I release the stories that I've wrapped around money that says money is not my friend, that says money is elusive, that money is evil. or that money is hard to come by without hard work and effort. I release these stories now through all time, space, and dimensions. So breathing in and just releasing out of the base of your spine. And then say, it is safe for me to have lots of money. It is safe for me to be really wealthy. It is safe for me and possible for me to reach my monetary goals and to feel good about it. It is safe for me to expand into more and more money with ease and grace. So just breathing that in, holding it in your body, and then just expanding. And then we're just going to move up to the connection code. And this is very important here, to just feel into the values of your business. How do you want your customers and clients to feel when they see your business? Do you feel empowered and strong in your business? Do you feel capable of really showing people and expressing what it is you want to share with the world? Do you feel strong in your why? Why are you here? What are you here to share? And are you communicating that through your business in a clear way? Do you have clarity on the direction of your business? Do you have clarity on the kind of people you want to work with? Are you magnetizing to you enough clients? Is your messaging getting through to your perfect client? Just feeling into all of that. And we're going to do some releases. And just say, I release any programming or conditioning and any trauma that is keeping me from stepping into my power, from claiming my body and my right to be here. I release any trauma from this life or any past life that is holding me back. Breathing in and releasing. And then say, I release any fear around stepping into my power and creating and delivering powerful messages. I release any fear that I will be persecuted or suppressed for my beliefs. And on behalf of the collective of all women, I release the divine feminine codes that have been locked within me that are ready to be exposed and delivered into this time frame. Breathing in and releasing. And just say, it is safe for me to trust myself, to know myself, to be connected to myself. It is safe for me to open to the source of my power and embrace all of my wisdom and power. It is safe for me to create in a way that is uniquely me. And it is safe for me to feel strong and confident, to trust and have clear sight for what it is I'm here to share with the world. Breathing that in. Hold and expand. And then moving up now, we're going to go into the visibility codes. And we're just going to look at our business. Is it like a lighthouse shining? Is my business up there on a billboard with lights all around it? Imagine now that you see your business up on a billboard with all the lights around it. Do you love the colors? Do you love the name of your business? Do you love the tagline? Do you love the feel of it and what it represents? Is it in alignment with you as a person? Just really feel into that. Is it consistently there, or is it there one minute and gone the next? Do people drive by every day and see that billboard? Or is it sometimes hidden and only coming out spasmodically? Are you being consistent? Do people know where you are and what you are here to share? Are you showing up as the expert that they need? I'm going to do some releases now, and so just say, I release the fear of being seen in all of my glory. I release the fear of judgment and of other people's opinions. I release the fear that I might not be ready, that I might not get it right, that it might not be perfect and beautiful. I release all the trauma I have around showing up as me, doing me, through the vehicle of my business. I release any of this resistance now so I can set my business free to be seen clearly like a beautiful bright lighthouse. And so just breathing in and releasing out of the solar plexus. This is the power of, and the place where we shine as individuals. And just letting that go. And to say it's safe for me to be seen. It is safe for me to be the expert that I know I am. It is safe for me to actually show up now as I am. And just breathing that in and expand. And then just moving up now to the communication codes. So this is where everything that we've done in the connection codes is expressed. Everything we've created is expressed. And so can you speak about your business clearly? Do you struggle with your elevator pitch? Do you feel embarrassed or shy when people ask what you do? Do you have difficulty putting into words in a way that resonates with you and that you don't shrink as you say it? How are you with the details? How are your processes? How is your time management? Are you good with the detail? Do you have a fear of speaking? Does your voice close up? Or do you hear words echoing in your mind about not being a show-off, not speaking loudly? Let's do some releases. Breathing in and just saying, I release any fear of speaking my truth. I release any fear of being authentic. I release any fear that I will be shut down or told to be quiet or told to toe the party line. I release any fear that I don't have permission to share my ideas, my worth, my authenticity. I silence the voices that have told me I am too loud, too bright, too much. I release this now, thoroughly and completely. And just breathing in and just releasing out through the throat area now. And there's just a big one around women as a whole. And just say I release the fear and unplug from the matrix, the programming that says women are meant to stand behind men, that their voices are not important, that their voices are not meant to be heard. I release this fear now and this programming on behalf of myself and all women. It is time, it is time, it is time to speak as a woman. It is time to speak as a woman speaks. It is time for the divine feminine energy to speak through my voice. I no longer need to change the way I speak in order for men to approve of me, or in order for men to take me seriously, or any other form of control that they have had over me in the past. It is done, it is done, it is done, and I reclaim my voice and the power of my speech now. Breathing in, doing one release through the throat, and then breathing in and just calling back your voice, calling back your voice, calling back your voice now. I call back my voice, and I allow my voice to now contain the power of the essence of my divine feminine qualities now. I now reclaim my voice, and I allow the magic that comes through my sound to be here now and fully activated. And so it is, and so it is, and it is done, it is done, it is done. And just breathing that in and holding. Okay, so this group definitely needed a voice activation, interestingly. And so now we're just going to tune in. I just want you to think about those 4 codes, the money codes. Are you locked in? Is there more work to be done? Yes or no? Connection codes. Are you locked in? Do you have clarity and trust? Yes or no? Visibility codes. Are you fully locked in and activated? Do you have the confidence to shine as the expert? Yes or no? And the communication codes. Are you fully locked in and activated, or do you have trouble with trust, with truth and authenticity? Yes or no? And we give great thanks to our business who was walking alongside us through that process. And now just gently coming back and just letting me know what that experience was like for you, whether you had even more insight. And just drop a comment in the comment section for me as I share with you how you move from that. So today I wanted you to have clarity around where you may be activated or not fully activated in any of those codes, so that you can go ahead and work on that and have some awareness, because awareness is the first step. And then I wanted you to really know that your business is an energetic entity that is there to support you, that has chosen you, that is there to work in conjunction with you. And so the quantum leap into working in this multidimensional business and to be the CEO of a multidimensional business is, I believe there's 3 steps that you need to move through, 3 phases that you need to move through. And so I've created a program around this called Activating Your Quantum Business. And those 3 phases are this. Phase 1, untethering from the programming and the conditioning and the trauma that is locking you in limitation. The second step is the rebirth and creating new foundations, new belief systems, new energy, birthing new you into the process. And then the third step is really stepping in as the CEO of a quantum business, working differently and seeing your business in a new way, working in the magic zone. So, right, we've got a few comments here. Hi, Vicky, how are you? You can jump in and watch it on replay. And good that you got the healing part. Maya is going to need to work on money. And Linda, good. Some insights, little subtleties, yeah. So they can be a bit insidious, can't they? Those little blocks. So that's good. Some of you are getting some insight. So is there anyone that didn't get any insights? And in the last couple of moments, I will jump in and just scan for you. So in my new program, which is coming up at the end of July, we are going to be going through those few phases. And so some of the things that we will be doing is looking at releasing trauma from past lives. We will uncover the money stories and unlock them. And that we'll do that by looking at family, ancestors, your life experiences, the matrix, unplugging from the matrix and healing your money story. There'll be ancestral healing, past life healing, mother wound healing, witch wound healing, We'll be connecting back to our source, bringing in more of the divine feminine energy that at the moment we're kind of maybe not fully embracing. And I'm stepping into that quantum zone of manifesting and operating and marketing your business. So that's what the program's coming up. So if you would like to get some more information on the program that's coming up in July, put an emoji interested if you're on replay, and I will give you the direct link to that program. But how you can work with me before, you don't have to wait to work with me. What I have is my signature session called the Soul Biz Connect and Align session, where we go in and find out the story of your business, what it's here for, what its mission is, how you are contracted to work with it, what your lessons are going to be in working with it, and all sorts of information around your connection through the Akashic records of your business and yourself. And then we'll go through a personal alignment session to really actually go through and find out what your unique blocks are, where it happened. Was it in this lifetime, another lifetime? What is the core underlying belief that you have that has been operating and running you for eons? All that happens in my Soul Biz Align and Connect session, and I will put the links to all of that in in the comments of this masterclass. So I'd love to thank you for being here with me today. And has anyone got any is unsure about where they may be blocked and didn't get some clarity? Because I will work with you live right now to unlock that. Or you can join me in my Soul Chats community, where every Monday I do specifically reserve Monday for businesses. We do a little bit of a conversation, and then we do business readings every Monday at 1 o'clock. And on Friday, we do business readings at 1 o'clock, and they're general readings. You can either ask a reading about your business or your life in general. Linda, I can't wait either for the program, and it will be coming out. A link will be coming out very soon. I'm just finishing some details on the landing page. So any other questions, please pop in or contact me. I'll leave my email address. You can contact me on Facebook. Thanks, Annabelle. Appreciate that. So if you have any questions, you can pop a question here in the comments and I'll get back to you. But I probably need to honor the time limits, and it doesn't look like anyone has any questions or wants me to go live and work out where your blocks are. It looks like you've already got what you need to get from it. So thank you. I'll pop in all those details in the comment section, and I'm also going to offer a free gift of a free meditation on slaying the imposter syndrome. So that will be my free gift to you as well. So enjoy the rest of the summit. Welcome to watch this on replay. If you have any other questions after watching the replay or from this session, please don't hesitate to contact me or join the Soul Chats group and play with me there. So that's great. Thank you, Maya. Thanks you very much for your beautiful comments, and I will see you all soon.